Ministry of Youth and Humanitarian Affairs don collaborate with Edo State Government join the rest of the world to hold 2-day camp program to celebrate the International Youth Day wey shele for Wellspring University for Benin City, wey get the theme Green Skills for Youth Towards a Sustainable World. Some ogbonge speakers like Cynthia Mama, Victor Barrow, John come talk on different topics.
When you talk about green skills, agriculture is one of the fundamental places, one of the first place we need to apply this cutting-edge technology to facilitate the application of green skills. Because in farming, a lot of wastage happens. And I gave example with watering. Like, a lot of people use manual irrigation system that ends up damaging their crops. Are you aware of that? We know irrigation system is to supply water to places that are experiencing shortage of water, but they still use manual systems and ends up damaging, like sending too much water than what the crops need. So if you have this perception layer embedded in your farmland, you'll be able to manage resources. And also, you won't depend on assumption. You would do what they call precise farming, right?
One of the things we can also do for ourselves is to develop our skill sets. I believe all of us that are here, if we had not developed our skill sets, we won't be here today. We'll have the opportunity of meeting some of you. So one of the things you can do, and the good thing is that there are resources everywhere, there are trainings everywhere. Those are things you can also leverage. Now, what people don't know, they pay for it. So the fact that many people are not even aware of what Internet of Things is, people don't even know about the opportunities in it. So picking up a skill set in it makes you a hot cake in the employment market. So that's even a place to start from. Because what is very, very common, people barely pay for it. But those skill sets that are very, very unique, that people don't really know about it, when you develop yourself in that aspect, you can actually make money from there and develop yourself. So that's also another opportunity.
Is AI ethical? So this is the conversation that we're about to have. The first thing is this: challenges and ethical consideration. There's a challenge of bias and discrimination. What does this mean? Remember that AI is just a supercomputer that we feed information to. Have we agreed that what makes AI smart is the information we feed it? Yes. So what that means is this: is that the AI can only behave according to the information that you give it. Are you following? So, say for example, there was a big issue when the first ChatGPT came out. Somebody said ChatGPT should write a poem that glorifies Donald Trump, and then the ChatGPT was explaining why it cannot. But then I said, write a poem that glorifies Joe Biden, and it was writing non-stop. So they were asking, how is that so? Then I saw that no positive information was fed on Donald Trump to the AI. So that means there will always be bias, right? There will be bias based on who is feeding it the information. So, and the bias is not even far. If you say, write a Nigerian story, and the AI said, nobody has fed me what? The Nigerian story. What does that even mean? But it might be more knowledgeable of Western stories, right? Stories about things that happen in the West. You know what I mean by the West? America and Europe. Okay, beautiful. So that means there will be bias and discrimination based on the information that the AI has.
The mind, like we already know, is the powerhouse of the body. And so everything we need to do, however we're going to be successful in life, is completely or directly proportional to how healthy our minds are. Are we together? So I'm actually to talk about the power of expressive arts, the power of expressive arts therapy, and nesting creativity for mental health healing. So, the topic for this year, IYWD or IYD, is Green Skill for Sustainability. And again, like I said, you wouldn't have people who are broken fix the society. Yeah. because broken people serve brokenness. It's a vicious circle, and so there is a need for us to hear. So mental health is something we always do hear every now and then, but in reality, what is mental health? I don't want to paraphrase, so I'm just going to read verbatim, and so I want us to take note. So, WHO definition of mental health says that mental health is a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community. But I decided to add the word meaningful contribution to his or her community, because quite a number of young people are adding to their community, but the question is it positively or negatively? We have quite a number of young people who are into drugs. We have quite a number of young persons who are into, a whole lot of vices. They are contributing to the society. At least they make us not sleep. They make us think on our feet. They make us walking down the road and we have to think of where to keep our phones. And nobody puts a gun on our head and say, your phone. Yes, so they are contributing, but the question is, how are they contributing? So I decided to add the word meaningful contribution to their society. If you look at that definition, you take note of certain words I want to address. The ability for an individual to recognize his or her own ability. First, cope with the normal stresses of life. Second, and then contribute meaningfully to his or her society. So, but what we see is that we have quite a number of young persons, not just, I'm saying young persons because I'm talking to youths right now, who do not understand their own ability. So every now and then we have people who are living a substandard life, not necessarily deploying all that there is to them for the betterment of their society. It is either because situations of life happen, or it is because they don't know. Some 2 weeks ago, I had to have a session with some people, some young persons on clarity session, and then confidence makeover, because life had happened to these young people and they don't think that they have any reason to live. And so for them, giving up was the next option. And so every now and then we usually have sessions for this kind of people to walk them through their journey of healing. According to WHO in 2019, it says that 1 out of every 4 youths, or 1 out of every 4 Nigerians is faced with mental health disorder. And UNICEF in 2022 says 1 out of every 6 Nigerians is faced with a mental health disorder. The truth of the matter is that the topic of mental health is one that, yes, is beginning to gain awareness, but it's still not has gotten the kind of awareness that it's supposed to get. Because we still live in a society where we have people go through stuff and they are afraid to say exactly what they are going through. They are afraid to seek for help. The reason why they would not ask for help is the fear of stigmatization. A whole lot of things happen. Again, the misbelief or the wrong conception that seeking for therapy or asking for therapeutic help or visiting a therapy is meant for only people who have gone completely nuts. The 2 most common forms of mental health disorder that plagues people are basically depression and anxiety. Remember the definition again. The ability to have been able to recognize your own abilities, cope with the normal stresses of life. It therefore means that life is not a bed of roses, right? Things will happen. Things you plan for and things you did not plan for. Your ability to cope with all of this, therein lies your strength. Those are part of the things that test your mental agility.
If you look at the arrangement, the lecture my people have been receiving since, it has been so awesome. And meanwhile, I have to give thanks to my digital permanent secretary, who put everything in place. What you are seeing today is the handiwork of the permanent secretary. And we give thanks to God for the GIZ who can say, make them still support us, put this program for Edo State as one of the best programs that Edo State have never produced. We also give thanks to our able governor, Unatokunadu governor, the performing governor of Edo State, Godwin Nogerase Obaseki, for all the encouragement he put for ground to say that this Digigba youth camp stand today. And we brought people all over, from all the local government in the state, every corner, from institution, from working class. And we are camping here for the next 2 days. And at the end, I know say they go see message, carry go home. And most of them are people who want this kind of thing to be in place, and they are happy.
Say e get plenty things wey we dey fit use internet do as youth. Like we fit use am monitor agricultural produce, we fit use am monitor our livestock, like all of us wey wan be potential farmers. We fit also use am do businesses, look traffic congestion, and all these things na things wey we no know say technology don improve to that extent say we gat to learn how to do these things as youth. This program wey dey organize for we wey be youth, we happy well because now we dey learn and our opportunity and horizons are getting broad.
The IoT, e dey help life, e dey help so many departments so for this Nigeria. E dey help our economy, e dey help our environment, because you go try to dey detect some kind errors in some kind spaces of work, you understand. So it was very, very educative. This seminar was very, very educative. I learned a lot of things.
You are aware that last year what we did was to group you into the different skills or different what's the word now, passions that you came up with, and then we grouped you with mentors. And I can testify that I wish I could have brought some of them here. The whole essence was to have some of them in-house so they can let you know and to tell you where they are today. When you finish, the whole essence is to have you in groups. You will fill some forms that you tell us where your interest is. We'll look for mentors and then make sure they hand hold you in whatever areas you choose. Because there's no way, I had mentors all my life. Like I was even telling her, I'm almost 60 and I have a mentor. You're never too old or too young to have a mentor. You can either have mentor for profession, career, or even mentor for life. I have a mentor that takes me through life issues because things happen. So we'll group you into different groups according to your own likes and your skills. We'll look for mentors who are already out there doing something, and then they will handhold you. That's our intention, because you need someone to talk to. You need people to continue the conversation. So we are here for you. Like I always, even last year, I gave my numbers to everybody to say, call me. There are some of them that still call me. They wanted jobs. They want me to link them here, link them there. I link the ones I link. I will definitely know, if I don't know one person, somebody will know somebody. That's how Nigeria, that's how the world works, relationships. So you keep a relation with the ministry, and it's working. Thank you.
I'm going to be talking about, first of all, I'm just going to be doing an overview. I'm going to be doing an overview of blockchain, green skill, and how they all come together. Then secondly, I'll be talking about various sectors that are utilizing blockchain technology already today. Then thirdly, I'll be talking on blockchain as a green skill. So we'll be hearing of blockchain. I'm sure most or some of us will have a clue that blockchain is used very well in finance, mostly cryptocurrencies, right? Yeah, most of us are very, but there are other use cases. Blockchain is just a technology that's backing cryptocurrencies. So I'm talking now about blockchain as a green skill, and after that, our conclusions. Then I was just going to discuss a practical application, and I'm also going to show you some smart contracts, code snippets on how stuff like this work. So, firstly, the overview. I recall that I wanted to do a recap. It's simply, okay, the problem. The problem here is that we want to ensure a sustainable and livable planet for present and future generations, right? You want the planet to be livable for you and for your children and for your grandchildren, right? So, what the goal here is that we are looking for ways, and I did mention here that this particular challenge of preserving the planet is undoubtedly a very challenging task because there are a lot of controversies. Are you getting it? It's undoubtedly a very challenging task as the population keeps on increasing daily, right? As population increases, the need for most of these things that pollute our environment is rising, right? So our goal is to, going backwards. Our goal is to find ways to minimize the problem, right? Reduce carbon footprints, make everything,
Green skills for you towards what? Can you read that out again? The topic reminded me of someone who said, art now just to entertain people now. Wetin concern technology. When we tell people we are into technology, the first thing that comes to their mind is that how can you say you are doing art and you are into technology? What's the relationship? Let's look at the topic again. The intersection between the arts and technology. Do you see this? How many of us are seeing these images very well? You are seeing these images very well. The first image is a landline. How many of us remember landline? Fantastic. That means that they are Jebo children. Abi? But you just knew about it or you had it in your house. Do you know that these designs you are all seeing now, it's just somebody that designed them? But they're all technology, true of us. And yet they say art is not technology.
Well, it's now a beautiful program. Even the theme for this year, because the world right now, they work out in terms of environmental awareness, because so many things happen, and that's why when it rain, the rain go fall where they scatter things. When sun come, it will overshine. So they try to reduce carbon footprints so that our temperature will come back as they be those days. So instead of rising at maybe 1 or 2 centigrades every year, we try to reduce them so that make our environment, the pollution, all those things where they cause these katakata environmental disasters, make it reduce. So it's good make we teach the people who are going to take over leadership in the future how to do this kind of thing. So as they grow up, they can be passing the message to the younger ones.
My belly sweets me. At least the children, they come, they're the youths, they understand the whole process. As I enter class, the way they even receive the whole message, what they give them, I was happy. Then even our what do you call them? Those people who can't teach us, what they call resource persons. I'm very pleased because they come ready to impact this our youths. And I know say tomorrow will even better pass today because every day na new thing. As they peel onions, you go to see new one. Tomorrow again, now we go see another one. For me, most to create the awareness. Say these things they happen. Say these are the ways out. How can we sustain our living going forward with all that is happening? You see everything Commissioner talk. Things they change. The rain where they fought to don't be the rain where we fought 10 years ago. And then energy. How do we? People they use a rubber bag. There's some things where you come out from this thing. Where they create awareness to let them know. Say there's something that is supposed to stop and there's something that's supposed to start. Now be the importance of it.
For this International Youth Day, when the team now green skills for youths, I go first of all commend the Edo State government. Now good thing when they do for youths. And me when be speaker for the first day of the event, I been speak about IoT. IoT na new technology we mean Internet of Things. That is things when they the internet. So it means say we fit use IoT solve problems for our society, especially waste management. And I go like say make government look into this technology. And this one when be say youths don't they aware of the technology, so the information is out there. If government build systems like this, it go help people, it go make the society clean. So IoT is a good technology that when we fit mix with other technology and the knowledge of green skills to make our environment clean and better the society.
So wetin we train them today now about artificial intelligence. So we train them on how we apply artificial intelligence in everything wey we dey do, right? Because if you look technology dey very very important in our day-to-day activities. So and it's very very good to say government bring out this initiative at least to give them that mindset say they fit build something, you understand, despite how things be, you understand. So wetin we come do here now to come enlighten them based on that particular technology.
I'm not sure say it don't happen anywhere where I don't hear. Oh. So for me, na big cap there, a feather they put for my cap. So I can talk to those students and youths, you know, for where they gather for one place, make they help them take better waiting they don't already they do in for some, and then some they never even start at all. So this thing when I come attend here, so I don't say it get how he want to help us stay better for Edo State. And I don't be my own greatest joy today, say I be part of this thing where they happen. The youth, they don't know, say, me, self, I they learn from them. Because you know, say, what they talk sometimes now, knowledge na two-way. So as you, they learn, me, they learn too. And Oyinbo talk, say, no question be question wey not get sense. So I'm happy they ask a lot of questions today about wetin government they do. They want to know how government want to help them. They want to know wetin themselves fit do wey be say they go fit improve make their life better. So I'm happy with the way they open their mind to learn new things. How they ask questions just make me happy today, because I know say our future still bright as Edo. We get children way ready to learn. We get children way ready to also bring wetin they know come table. So it just really make me happy today here.
They invite me to this program to become mentor youth, to tell them about how me don take grow to where I did so that they too go fit still grow like that and become somebody for this our Bodo Nigeria, our Bodo Edo State. This program is good well because we need to teach our youth what they go fit do to make their life better. Different kind of thing where they go do. Is it in agriculture? Is it in art? Is it anything life skills? Now we can do today, and our youth go now grow to know say there's dignity for labor. Not be to go there do yahoo, but to learn skill where they fit use to better their life.
I just did a mentoring session with the youth in commemoration of the International Youth Day 2023, which has the theme Green Skills for Youth towards a sustainable world. What I just tell them be my journey in career, how I take start as an accountant where I be, and then how I take from the being accountant, they put my mind inside other things where relate to the work why they do, and other things where not to relate to the work why I do. Where we say that those things where not to relate to the work why I do, where I put my mind, that time where I start work, now it give me work why they do today in the development space. Basically, what we tell them is say, whatever you find your hand to do it with the best of your ability. Anything where you feel do and well, because you don't know when that thing go give you the opportunity where you deserve. There is dignity in labor. There is no labor, there is no job that is less than the other. Every job is as important as the next one.
Well, during this program, I tell people my story, how I take starts, and the emphasis on my story is the fact that I start like this small boy where they watch film for the hole of key or window where open small. So my neighbors, they always send me message to go buy them something, because they know say if I not go the message, they know let me watch the film. So they go watch the film. And because of that, I don't already know wetin be film, and I dey help myself when they write names of those people inside the film and the directors. Today, I don't go plenty film school. I don't get plenty training for film. Then I can go learn under great filmmakers like Ambassador Lancelot Odua Imasue, great filmmaker like Ame Imasue, great filmmaker like Wendy Imasue, and a lot of them, Ernesto B, Che Mela, all the filmmakers why they call so now people don't do big films. And actors who I don't work with, there plenty where and I still they learn under them. So I tell the youth of today, say, once you want make them, remove money first. Learn the craft, focus, because most of these persons, they may not give you the money where they find. But once you take your time, learn from them, other people will pay you in every form and in every kind.
When I really talk about the intersection between arts and technology, and if I want break it down, it be like say, they be paddy. It be like say, you don't feel get how you want to do arts where you go through technology. They be like twins. So the way people they see art, they see it like only for entertainment. But they tell people say it did deeper past just to entertain people. Art now way of life. Then the question where would they really talk? Would really define art? Painting and all that. But how technology don't make them big, from 3D to virtual reality to UI UX design. So even to the vehicle where we drive, now art, now person designer. So we just want to open the mind of the people, say, art now technology. Technology now art. You know if you separate both of them. And we really love, say, if you be that art person, we want you embrace technology, especially the back end. That part where most people don't even they see, now their money really there. So part of to celebrate International Youth Day, now make us pick that topic because we don't realize, say, creative industry now one area where they create employment. And people say they create employment, they provide psychosocial support for people where they traumatized through drumming, the beat drum, through art-based intervention where people they paint their emotion through art. They relax people. Even dancing, it get one particular hormones where they release. So art and technology, they just too sweet. And with technology, don't promote our work.
From Benin City, Balumi Mukoro, TMC TV News.